Mailbag. This week's mailbag, we're taking a question from Andrew. This came in to us via email, so thanks for getting in touch, Andrew. So he asked, what investment books do you recommend for someone with an intermediate knowledge of stocks, but they're looking to take that next step? And I can see a big, massive bookshelf in your background there. So any book recommendations for Andrew for an intermediate investor?
Yeah, I have a few here, James. I usually give books away after I've read them, actually, and I only hang on to the ones that I've committed to rereading or dipping into again. So I'm going to go with a softback, which is about the same size as One Up on Wall Street, which we all know is our favorite book around here in MyWallSt. But the book I'm going to go with is called 100 Baggers, Stocks That Return 100 to 1 and How to Find Them, which is a mouthful. But just if you stick 100 Baggers into Amazon, you'll get it. It's written by Christopher Mayer. And what he does is he analyzes in a very comprehensive way the attributes of stocks out there today that look like they will grow 100-fold in the future. And it's the most authoritative study that I know of on businesses that look likely to grow 100-fold, because you only need a couple of these or even one of these to change your situation. And it's absolutely great book because it reduces it down to something you can just simply screen for and look at. And he says, if I recall, the most powerful stock moves tend to be during extended periods of growing earnings, accompanied by expanding PE ratio, which makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
You think the maths of it. So he goes into the attributes of these 100 baggers. They enjoy a good ROE, return on equity, and 15% or more is what he says, and a company that can reinvest its profits at a good, strong rate. And so he works through it, but what you're left with is a checklist that you can compare against your investments. And shameless plug, 100 baggers, the criteria within 100 baggers, I apply to all the stocks that I buy in the Horizon service that I run from MyWallSt, as you know.
So you can read the book or just listen to you.
Yeah, most people, the vast majority, would just rather read the book.
That's great, though. Thanks for that, Emmet. So that book is 100 Baggers. I haven't read that, Mike. I think I've heard you talk about that before.
Yeah, definitely worth the read. He has a chapter called the coffee can portfolio. I think you put like 5 or 10 businesses into a coffee can, forget about it for 20 years. Really good. I think it encapsulates a lot of what we're trying to do at MyWallSt well. So I would definitely recommend it too.
Better than Harry Potter?
Different Harry Potter.